Ni hao. I'm Kelly Ireland, and I'm here to finish up the second portion of Vitality Method Qigong. This method is a form called Buzhong Qigong, and it's meant to help boost the immune system. We can all use that regardless of our measure of health. So we begin with reaching up and stretching out. So in doing this exercise, we want to keep the arms in a round circle. We want to have the feet hip distance apart, toes pointed straight ahead. Knees are slightly bent and the tailbone is tucked under, taking the S curve out of the lumbar spine. We're going to link the tips of our fingers together just about at the first digit, at the first joint. And we're going to make this round circle. And we're going to come up with the hands, sort of like an elevator, breathing in. And then when we get about to the throat level, we're going to turn those hands around, palms facing up and breathe out. And the hands are going to come down very slowly. And we're just going to repeat that all over again. Same movement, link the fingers just slightly, breathing in. Turning the palms up, breathing out. Hands come apart and down we come. I'm going to do that again. Reaching up, stretching out, breathing in. Turn the hands over, breathe out. As you raise the hands above your head, breathe in, big breath in, and breath out. You'll notice when you have your arms up or spread out, you can take more air into your lungs. Let's do that one last time and notice, breathing in, breathing out, pushing up into the sky, holding up the sky, separate the hands, breathe in, and the breath flows out slow and consistent and constant as the arms come down slowly. Everything when we do Tai Chi and Qigong is done slowly. And we'll do that one last time. Breathing in. Turn the palms up to heaven. Breathe out. Hold up the sky with the hands. Breathe in. And breathe out as the hands come down in a circle, creating a bubble of protection for you. The next exercise is right and left spine bending. So this one is very simple. We're simply going to lean to one side. Arms are loose at our sides. Breathe in and come up. Breathe out and come down to the other side. Bring your head with you. Breathe in and come up. Breathe out and come to the other side. So what are we doing here? Doesn't look like too much. Well, what we're doing is a whole lot of stuff. We are changing the way the vertebrae, the disc material in the vertebrae lies. It's sort of like when you've slept all night on your pillow and it has a big dent in it in the morning. Your disc material isn't used to being turned in this fashion, side to side. We do a lot of front to back bending, but not a lot of side to side bending. Now, we're also squeezing muscles on this side, stretching muscles on this side. So in doing that, we're actually massaging the organs in the body. So think about it. Squeezing helps pump out lymphatic fluid into the waist tree. And stretching out the other side just gives the organs a little bit more room. So you're trying to tighten those core muscles or those side muscles there and stretch out the other ones. So you're doing a lot. Now the second part of this is raising the arm up and over. And then as you come down with one arm, the other arm goes up. So the breathing that I use for this is my dominant arm, which is my right arm. I breathe in as my arm comes up, my dominant arm, and breathe out as it goes down. I don't pay attention to what the other arm is doing. Now, we're going to end this exercise, and I'm going to give you an alternative to this. If you have problems doing this bending side to side, which you may if you have a spinal fusion. So I'm going to teach you how to do watching clouds pass or cloud hands. There's quite a lot of names for this Tai Chi movement. So the right arm is going to come up, or the left arm. You can begin on either side. And that arm is just going to come around in a circle. And you're going to turn the body if you can, the whole body. And it's going to come around in a circle again. It's going to go circular the whole time. So you're not really turning the spine as much as you're turning the whole body with this. Or if that's uncomfortable to you, you can just stand and move the arm. Now that's part of it, but we're going to incorporate the other arm. And it's going to go in at a different speed, because we want to alternate those arms, giving us some good hand-eye coordination and brain function. So we're just breathing at our own rate. Once again, I use my dominant hand to breathe in as that right hand comes up, out as it goes down. But you do what works best for you. And again, if it bothers you to turn, just stand. And so you just want to take a look at your hands and notice that they pass like clouds on a windy day. And so that's what happens with our thoughts. No matter how we try to still our mind, our thoughts come and go. So that's okay. Just acknowledge whatever it is you're thinking, let it go, and it will be there when you're finished. We're going to bring the hands down, and we're going to trace the meridians next, or tracing the channels. So in Chinese traditional medicine, we have a thought process that we have these networks of, they're called rivers of energy or meridians, that run up and down the backside of the body and up. Think of an electrical grid, and they run on the sides of our body, up over the head and down each side, into our arms, legs. And they're made up of a lot of things: our skin, our fascia, our muscles, and these rivers of energy need to keep flowing so that our energy does not stagnate. Because in traditional Chinese medicine, the thought process is that we are either deficient in something or we are stagnant. Our energy is stagnant. And that is the cause of most of our problems. So we want to keep the energy flowing. We're going to begin by taking our hands at the lower part of the belly. This area is considered a big creative area of the body, a big energy center. It's just the area sort of where the reproductive organs lie. It's called the dantian. And so we're just going to take our hands and run our hands up like this. And you can either touch the body or not touch. Just go on the periphery, up over the face, like you're wiping off your face, up over the top of the head. And we're just going to stop for a second, just a second on the shoulders. And then we're going to take the hands under the armpits. And we're going to stop again on the kidneys in the upper back. The kidneys are the house of Jing. The house of Jing, what is that? That is the primal energy that we came to this earth with. It's like a bank account or a trust fund of energy. And it's the energy that we have that we would probably call in Western thinking our constitution. So we know that we can either save that energy, it's like money, we can save it and have a long, healthy, vital old age, or we can waste it, and we won't. We're going to continue down the back of the butt, the back of the legs, the calves, and sweep our fingers over the toes and up the body. And then we're going to extend one arm, placing the palm from the other arm under the armpit, breathing in and running the palm along the arm, the bottom of the arm. And as we come over the top, we're breathing out. Breathing out. And then we're going to go over the top of the head, sweeping over the head with that energy, extending that arm and going along underneath and over the top of the arm. Now we're going to take our hands to the sides of our hips and go down the sides of our hips, down the sides of our legs, all the way down, all the way to the ankles, and then we're going to sweep our fingers around the front of the toes and come up the insides of the legs. Now that's something that you will probably repeat 3 times, coming up the body. Let's do it again, up and over. Pausing on the shoulders for a second, coming under the arms, resting the hands, the Laogong point, that energy point in the palm of the hand, on the kidneys, and slide down the butt, the hamstrings, the calves of the legs and the back, and sweep around the front of the toes, coming up to where we started. Extend your arm, palm under the armpit, breathing in and breathing out. And sweep the hand over the top of the head to send energy into the brain, into the eyes, into the ears, into the organs of the head. And breathing in and breathing out. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then over. Taking our hands to our hips and sliding down the sides of the legs. Sweeping the fingers around the front of the toes and coming up. That's called tracing the channels or energizing the channels. We're going to place our right hand over our heart, our left hand on the dantian or the lower belly. And we're going to energize the organs by sending energy from our hands, from our Laogong point, into the body. So we're rubbing either on the body or just on the periphery of the body. It's up to you. And we're going to concentrate on the organs and the body systems. And what a wonderful thing our bodies are, how they work 24/7 without question. And we don't even think about it until something goes haywire. And then we think about it a lot. So let us be grateful and thankful to our organs, to our muscles, to our tendons and ligaments, to our bones and our bone marrow. We will end by placing our hands over the dantian. Ladies, our left hand goes on top. We link our fingers together. If you're a gentleman, the right hand goes on top. Thumbs are linked together. We are pressing qi from Laogong through the hand, through the Laogong into the dantian. So we are just standing here, pressing that energy in. When you do qigong and tai chi, you generally keep up your qi or get yourself your energy flowing, get your qi flowing, and you might notice that your hands are warm or tingly. That is your qi at work for you. And then at the very end, you can just bring your hands to your side and just stand and do a body scan. Just kind of checking in on how you feel. noticing if anything is hurting you or bothering you. Just breathe at your own pace. And we will end Qigong practice by placing weight on the right leg. And then we'll step together with the left leg. Xie, thanks. And Sai Chen, goodbye. Thank you for joining me for Vitality Method Qigong.